So much for tuning in again. Welcome back. It's your big brother Trey, and I have some unpopular opinion. There's this talk around the space, especially on YouTube, about being a Henry and a high value man, and all these things. And I know I've come all flashy and stuff. You know, I got the jewelry on, I got my Gucci hat on, and got the Miri and stuff like that. And it's like, from the outside, it looks real flashy. It's like, who this dude? He flexing and shit like that. Well, let's be honest. It does draw a lot of attention to people. People take you, they treat you differently. They take you a little bit more seriously sometimes, right? Fuck that. I'm gonna tell you first how to do it, and then I'm gonna tell you how I did it. So, first things first. To truly become a Henry, I've been doing this for about a year and a half. This is a real easy way to do it. We're in this work from home life situation, you guys. You definitely should optimize this. Men and women, anybody can do this shit. Get multiple work from home jobs. Most of the times, almost all the time, I'll say like 85 to 90%, 95% of the times, the work from home jobs I've gotten, they send equipment to you. So all you got to do is invest in some good internet. I got Spectrum. Spectrum is fire and shit, but and it couldn't hurt to have an extra monitor. That's probably gonna run you. I pay about 130 for my internet. Okay, it's probably gonna run you another 200 maybe, if that, for a good monitor. Just a good little 24-inch monitor. I say 24-inch because one of the jobs that I got requested specifically 24 or higher. So I suggest you get like a 24-inch monitor. I would prefer a gaming monitor so that you can also game while you're working from home, because it gets a little boring, it gets a little tedious sometimes. But get multiple work from home jobs, and that's gonna double your income. Think about it like this: you get a 13 an hour job, right? $13 an hour. That's only like $28,000 a year or something like that. Somebody put the math in down there for me. Get two full time 13 an hour jobs, and you just double that right off the bat, right? So if it's like 28,000, you'll be making 56,000 off the rip. $20 an hour is only like $41,000 a year, you guys. 20 is pretty good. What other jobs do you know that's gonna pay you $20 an hour and up that you can get with a high school diploma? All I have is a high school diploma. I've also got my NMLS license as well, but that's for later in this video. I'll tell you guys a bit more about that. But right off the bat, if you got two full-time $13 an hour jobs working from home, you're making $56,000 a year or some shit like that, you guys. Now let's take off the taxes. That's still a good bit of money. That's more than enough than what you need to live out on your own. Make that a couple times, and you can get all nice, you get freshed up and stuff like that. You get clean. And what if you get three work from home jobs? You get a part time, so you get two work from home full time jobs, and then you get a part time job, making another $15,000, $20,000. That's gonna bump you up already to the $75,000 range. Do that, and you'd be good to go. Swear. So this is one way, especially in this era, is legal. Don't, obviously, when you're at the interviews, don't tell the interviewers, the recruiters, that, yeah, you know, I've got two other jobs. I'm gonna be working another job while I'm working this job, and that's the idea right there. That's the part I didn't mention that real quick. So what you're gonna be doing, I know you're like, how am I gonna work all these damn jobs? Well, obviously you're gonna be working some of those jobs at the same time as your other jobs. So it's preferred to get a job that you don't have to be on the phone too much, and then get a job that, like, you can, you know, also be on the phone. Like, it's a lot of phone job, customer service on the phone, inbound, even outbound jobs that you're gonna find that's work from home. But sometimes you can be lucky and you can find some content moderation or some other, you know, data entry, some medical inscribing type of jobs and stuff like that, you guys. Those are still sprinkled out there. But the idea is to have these jobs, full-time jobs. I know they're paying not what you want, but it's the money that's coming in. Because even people with college degrees, I work with so many people with college degrees that have a tremendous amount of student loan debt. I'm talking 40, 50, $60,000. I only got over 10,000, like no more than $15,000 in student loans, right? And I only went 1 year. These people graduated, got their whole degrees, they 50, 60, 70 in the hole, making the same amount of money as someone like me with the high school diploma. And this is how I did it. I did this for about a year and a half, and it's really only because of the pandemic. I'm going to be straight up honest. It's only really because of the pandemic. I would not be making as much money, and I would not be as free to do all the things that I'm doing. That's another benefit. I'm going to put it out because, when you get your money, when you get your shit going, you deserve to treat yourself, man. You deserve to fucking shine. You deserve, it's going to feel a little weird sometimes. You might go out there like, man, this is a little too much, I don't know if I should get that Gucci hat. I don't know if I should get that Louis. Shit, man. I wonder what Carlos going to be thinking down the street, man. I wonder what motherfucking Giuseppe's thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to think, and I just said the name. I'm not speaking of anybody specifically. I promise I'm not speaking of anybody specifically. I shouldn't have said that. So let me pull it back. I'll get a different example. I'll give a different example. Damn, Charlie. Shit, man. I'm not. He's like, damn, Trey. You doing good, boy. I see you looking all fresh. You got your Alexander McQueens and your diamonds shining. Boy, you got your Gucci hat going. You got your Miri, bro. You see you doing good for yourself, bro. That look good, man. Good shit. That's the response I actually get from people. That's the response I get from people, man. It feels good, especially someone that they've known to be kind of like on your same level. If you humble, that's another part about it too, you guys. You gotta be humble. You gotta be real humble and thank not only whatever God that you worship, you've also got to thank your fucking self. It takes the God within yourself to make that a conscious, intentional decision every damn day to do what you need to do. You know what you should do. That's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it one time. You know what you should do to get the results that you want in life. Whether that be in sports, whether that be in school, whether that be in streaming, whether that be in YouTube, whether that be in your body or whatever. Your girls, being successful, in stocks, you've got to, know what you need to do in order to get better, to master that craft. That's sitting there studying the algorithms, the patterns of the trends and the businesses and stocks. That's studying, that's doing the Google research to see what the next cryptocurrency that's gonna blow up is gonna be like. That's understanding the different methods in order to be successful on whatever social media platform that you're trying to get into. That means understanding the competition of the other industries and people that are selling candles or selling cooking food, jewelry. You've got to understand the competition around you. That's helping you. That's helping you understand. And it's like, yeah, you don't have to do it. Should you do it? Well, I don't know. You need to ask these questions then. Ask these questions if you don't know what you should do or not. And I'm gonna get back into it, you guys. I know I'm rambling on and shit, but this is just a really good one. It's a really interesting one. I think about it like this. Something that I should do. Well, first off, the question is it going to benefit me? Yes. Okay. How is it going to benefit me? Okay. So let's say that me doing research of the competition around me in the industry that I'm in. Well, it's going to help me see what kind of posts that they're making. It's going to help me understand the type of, the selling methods, the selling techniques, and what are they selling to their customers. What do people seem to buy the most of from their business? You know what? Let me actually go over there and buy something from them. Let me see what the kind of quality of material this shirt or this candle, this fucking what the fuck else do people sell in on little tables and shit? Doodads. I need to make my stuff like this now. This is interesting. I never thought to create it this way. You know what? I'm going to bring it back to my business. I'm going to put it into that. I'm going to create something brand new. And I'm going to feel more confident about the products that I'm selling. Because I did the research. Now that's something that they don't really tell you guys. That's something that I don't really hear too much. It's that confidence and what the motivation and what little victories do for your mentality and do for your heart, your soul. So many things around this world are there to stop you, say that you're not good, say that you're not better, say that you, like, reject you. Things that are gonna tell you you're not capable. You don't fit in over here, right? There's so many things that are showing and putting signs up there like that. But what they don't tell you on the internet is that those small victories that you get, it's like finding armor. It's like in a battle royale, right? You gotta build up your loadout. You gotta get your body armor. You wanna get the purple one. You really want to get like a legendary or a fucking epic shit, right? Right? And then you want to go, you got to get your helmet so that when you get shot in the head, you know, you want to get a better, you don't take as much damage. You want to get a better helmet though. You want to get a real good helmet so that you really don't take a lot of damage, right? And because the less damage you take means that's more health you have to move around and then pop off on your enemies and succeed and win, right? So you got to get your gun. You got to get a stock though, you know, because you want to reload fast whenever you building your loadout. The small victories that you get, the small victories that you make, hitting that little personal record in the gym, running that extra minute, getting working those fucking 3 jobs. That's a victory for yourself, and you didn't fall asleep not one time in them jobs. You know what? Those small victories is like building up your fucking loadout. So that when you do face the real challenge, you are ready for that shit, bro. When you really face some rejection, some hate in your fucking face, in your eyes, you ready for that shit, bro. That's what it's about when you get those small victories. So, and you gotta reward yourself for that. Small victories come in all shapes and sizes, man. You gotta get the little stuff. I mean, shit. Some people may not call this little, but like, bro, it all adds up. So that when you are ready. I used to play football. Man. And so one thing that my coach always used to tell me, you know, I was in JV. I didn't know anything about football. I didn't watch football. I still really don't watch football. Need to. But I started in 8th grade, man, and I was shit. Because I didn't know the rules of football. I didn't know nothing about it. By the time I was in my junior year, and I should have stayed into it, I was practicing in between JV and varsity. And then at my last game, anyways, one thing that my coach said, he was like, Robert, you need to Trey. He was like, Trey, you need to practice and get ready. Every practice. Go hard. You need to get ready so that when we put you in, you're going to be ready to play. It's a different level of competition when it comes to varsity. We want to know, because you're going to be responsible. The fate and the death, like how this game turns out, is also going to be on you. It's not just you. But listen, we kind of looking at you because you brand new to this field. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready so that when we put you in, you are ready to go feet running. Get that tackle, some shit. That's what it's like, you guys. So anyways, let me get back into it. I know I was all over the place with it. So, what did I do? Alright. Shit, I did everything, man. I did it all. Shit. I'm going to just tell you what I did. I'll probably go into that into another video, but I'll just tell you what I did, at least before 2020, the pandemic kind of happened. So I lost my job at the content moderation position I was doing for Facebook and Instagram, 2019, right? It was in 2019. I was devastated. I was crushed, man. The way things went down was completely just not cool, right? But I'm not gonna get into it. I ended up getting a check because they lost a lawsuit. But anyways, I was doing content moderation, and then what I did was I lost the job, so I just kept doing odd little jobs. I was doing like little DoorDash type of shit for what was it called, Postmates. It wasn't DoorDash, it was Postmates. I was doing it for, and I was doing that with my lady friend too. She did her shit, but anyways, just kind of did that. And while I was doing that, I was just going home and I immediately started putting applications. I'm just putting in applications every day on Indeed, bro. Indeed done saved my fucking life. Then gave me, I done made so much money off of Indeed, like just finding jobs. But just started putting in these applications. Finally got a job from Progressive. So long story short, I ended up getting a job at a mortgage company. I was doing basic customer service shit. I started doing it, and the reason why I did the customer service is because I did an interview. Right, I did at the interview. Um, it was right. It was in March 2020. Matter of fact, man. Right when the shit happened, I got the interview, and then it was the interview to become like a salesperson. I was gonna be selling. The goal was to be trained up into becoming a sales to a mortgage loan officer. Right, you're gonna be a mortgage loan officer to doing refinances. So that was the idea. That was the whole reason why I got on it, and so I ended up doing it. Right, and that's what I thought. Like the manager hyped it up. He was like, "Man, you can make $100,000. This is a 6-figure job." You know those people up there, the average mortgage loan officer in there, loan consultant we call them. The average loan consultant, man, they pulling in the bank. And so my manager, nigga, pulled up in a nice ass I-8, blue I-8. I'm like, damn. Oh shit, yeah, these motherfuckers got money. So I decided to do it. Man, I'm in that bitch studying while I'm working. You know, this is why I did the phone calls. You know, and so like while doing the phone calls, that was the only job that I was working, and it just felt good knowing that I could go. I was at home doing it. You know, I had the opportunity to improve and become better, and so he gave me the material to study for the in my NMLS license, a federal license that you can get so that you're legally you're able to legally sell loans in the mortgage in the real estate. You're legally able to sell loans. You've got to get a license in order to do that. And so that's exactly what I did. I, I was in that bitch studying. Boy, that shit was boring and it was long and it took forever. And so that was the part that they didn't tell you. They didn't really teach me anything. They're never gonna teach you anything. Whenever they say something is gonna be great, you can become this. They're never gonna really give it to you. They're expecting you to get off your ass and actively seek it. The opportunity is there, like it's there. You just gotta literally get up and go open that door type of shit. When people said that, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I understood what it meant with this mortgage job. So they gave me the promises when I got the interview. They gave me all these big ass promises of becoming Jeff Bezos. Not really, but they said I could make a lot of money, make over 6 figures by becoming a mortgage loan officer, getting up there and started selling shit. And they said that the position I'm getting is gonna train me for it. When I got it, it obviously wasn't a training for it. But it did teach me a little bit. But I was just taking phone calls. I was just taking the phone calls and I was just giving it straight to the loan officers. Now, my supervisors, the reason why we didn't learn anything is because they told us not to talk anything about the loans. Just give it straight to the loan officer, right? So we didn't really learn anything for real. We were learning stuff here and there, but the packets, I had to actually ask the manager to send me some packets so that I can improve and learn about this shit. So it took me a long time, but I finally did it. I learned everything I needed to. It was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. And I took the exam, and obviously I passed. How I did that though? Let me tell you this part. This is not what they tell you guys. They don't tell you guys this all the time. Sometimes you gotta find a loophole. You've got to find a loophole in a job. Like a loophole in the job where you can kind of cut the corners a little bit so that you can curve out a little bit more time for you, right? But you still doing not the minimum, slightly above minimum, like almost average, but almost even above average. I would recommend you do above average. I would say, but if you can't hit above average, at least do average. You're able to do the average amount from what everyone else is doing too. Nothing a little higher, nothing a little less, right? You don't want to draw too much attention to yourself, and find some ways to cut corners. The way that I did that was for the phone calls that I was getting in, it was all inbound, and it was like back to back to back to back. When I first got the job, actually, there were no calls coming in for real. because it was 2020. They didn't know what the fuck to do. They didn't know how to get the calls in. They didn't know how to get the software working or whatever. And so it was real. It was real. I didn't do shit, man. I was making money, working, playing games. It was the life. I swear it was the life. And then the phone calls started coming in. And I'm like, oh, bro, I don't want to do this. I just got so adjusted to playing video games, had my girl come over, you know what I'm saying, for fucking on the clock, you know, sleeping on the clock. Like, just got used to doing all of that shit, man. And so we had this stuff coming in, the phone calls. I'm like, damn, I'm busy, bro. I ain't got no time for myself. So the phone calls would come in. What I ended up doing was I found a Santa Claus house. I'm not gonna tell you guys yet. I found this number that I could call. No, and basically it looks like to the managers into the what's it called, to like the software that they use to supervise you. It makes it look like you're actually on the phone. So I was able to get away with it, right? Not only was I able to get away with it, but it gave me enough time to study. And so I was able to do that and study my ass off, pass that shit, and then rest is history, as they say, right? But not only that though. So once I got that, I lost my loan officer position, right? Because I wasn't making enough sales. In the middle of these times, actually, it was around like October, November. It was November to December, actually. The worst time to be selling loans. So they demoted me. I was devastated. I was crushed, man. But it was so weird. It's not only did they demote me, but they put me into a different position, right? Where, let's just say, you know, it opened my eyes. So I was able to work a bunch of other jobs as well on top of it. And so today, I'm creating my own space for, I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what I'm doing right now, you guys. Let's just say that I'm not working at none of those places anymore. I'm just doing some different things. It's giving me the opportunity to create the life that I want. And this is the answer that people don't give you on YouTube. So I'm just giving you one way. I think anyone can do it. Seriously. When people say that, I seriously think anyone can do this. You don't need much skills to get a phone customer service job. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get a bunch of multiple work from home jobs, get a dedicated space, carve out enough time for that, to do all those jobs, you can improve your situation within a year, guaranteed. Plus, you'll have a little bit of extra cash left over to, splurge a little bit, have a little fun with it. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and go get that damn Yeezy socks, that Calabas. You can go ahead and go get that chrome heart. I know y'all niggas into that. Get that chrome heart. You can also get that off-white. You looking for that Amiri, some shit. You want that new Dior hat, nigga? You can get that shit. You know what I'm saying? The ladies, I know y'all looking. Y'all want to get y'all want to have your hair and your nails always done, right? You want to get the new car, right? Ladies want to get some motherfucking what a girl spend money on. Shit, I don't know what kind of brands the girls be wearing and shit these days. You know what I'm saying? It's like girls don't really gotta spend, like, a girl can look hella fine with an off-brand item as long as it looks good. You know what I'm saying? You can get an off-brand ass little fucking sundress from Costco, and we wouldn't really know. Now, I kind of tell I'm bougie. I can see quite. I used to work with in women's footwear and women's like clothing. I did it all, so I think that I can tell. Let's just say that anyone can do this. Brush off their resume, get online, start putting in some things, putting in some applications, and try to work out the extra time. You gotta carve out the time, right? From 8 a.m. to 3, you're gonna be working this job, and then from 3 to 12, you're gonna be working another job. You can do that shit. What else are you gonna be doing? Smoking weed with your friends, playing basketball outside. That you're not gonna get to the NBA, so you're basically just wasting your time. Oh, exercise? Yeah, you're gonna have to get up a little bit earlier. Than if you start at 8, shit, get up at 6. Go to the gym, work out for 30, 45 minutes, come home, take a shower, maybe take a nap or some shit like that, or don't go back to sleep. There you go. That's how you do it. It's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of effort. But we talking about in this red pill space, you wanna be this, you wanna be that. Man, you gotta do that shit, bro. You gotta eat that shit. That's eating the shit, man. So that's how I do it, man. That's what I got for you guys, bro. Let me know if you guys like things like this, man. If you guys want to hear more about, money, jobs, future, how things looking in the future. Just anything, man. I'm gonna play around with the channel. I'm really gonna be doing some more, just some different stuff here and there, you guys. I also want to make it a little fun, but with that being said, man, look at the bling, boy. You know me, nigga, look at little Aussie. You know what I'm saying? Boy, got on Miri, got the Gucci hat. Not gonna lie, brother. When this hat came in, I was like, oh, this shit kind of nice, boy. This all kind of. The thing about the Gucci hat too is, man, I wish I could feel it. Look, I done got a cut too, so let me see if we can show the. Oh shit. Yeah, baby, it's good. Yeah, I was just walking around and I saw you looking at me. Oh, you was looking at me? Shit, well, I was, baby. What's good? Look at that ass. Jiggle, yeah. Make it clap for me quick. Yeah, yeah. Nah, man. But for real, though, like, this your brother Trey. I'm out of here, yo, you guys, man. I'm out of this bitch. It's your brother Trey, man. Happy Halloween. Happy weekends, you guys. Whenever you seen this shit, you guys. Let me know if you guys like that, man. Turn up out here, you guys. That's about it, man. See you.